Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I keep getting requests from people to do a video like this where I talk about figures that I would get if I could, if space wasn't an issue, if I wasn't worried about going down the rabbit hole with Star Wars and Marvel, because there's a lot of stuff out there, and you know, once you start collecting one or two of them, you start wanting the rest of them. But anyway, wasn't going to do this video because I didn't really see the point, but it has been requested a lot, so I've got to honor what you guys want on the channel. So here it is, a video of, it's not exactly 10, I just chose all the ones that I would pick. There might be about 15 different figures here. Some of them are like more recently released ones, like this 1/4 scale Darth Vader by Hot Toys. I used to say I was going to get this, but then obviously the space, issues came up. I didn't have the room for it, but it's an amazing, probably the most iconic bad guy from film history, so a very important piece. So we'll start off with something that's literally just come out. Amazing pictures here. This next one coming up is truly jizz worthy. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But as we get deeper into the video, you'll start to see older figures from Hot Toys coming up that it might surprise you that they're in this list. One in particular I think is going to surprise everybody, but I've always wanted that one, and I'd make space for him. But you'll see who it is. He's coming up in a little while, but let's just get some of these more recent ones out of the way. So 1/4 scale Darth Vader, absolutely would if I could. It's just space issues and stuff like that. Again, space issues. The 1/4 scale tech suit Spider-Man by Hot Toys, which is yet to be released, but it looks amazing. Yeah, I mean, I could always sell some stuff and make room for this, but I don't know, man. It's an amazing looking piece, man. It really is. And coming up, we have the Endgame Tony Stark, which I just think is a really iconic figure. It's going to be a very iconic piece, man. You know, his last moments in the movie were really sort of, it's heartbreaking, man, because you were with all these characters for like a decade. And that pose there, that's just amazing. So that's definitely one I would get. Pennywise, absolutely plan on getting this one. I'll do what I have to do to get this. I'll sell what I need to sell. I'll make space. I'll make it happen. I've got to have Pennywise on the horror shelf, and this is the version to get. Absolutely got to get this one. It just looks awesome, and it comes with two heads, this one and the more aggressive look as well. Oh no, I thought that was going to be an aggressive one. That's the same head again. Anyway, definitely getting him, Pennywise. And John Wick. I don't know, will Hot Toys make another John Wick? They might do one from part 3 eventually. I don't know, or maybe they'll do one from each of the films, but then again, they're going to keep making these movies now, so who knows. But yeah, John Wick, I love part 2, love all of them. They're really good, and this looks like a great figure. I've seen people rehair it, and recently some of the pictures have been coming out looking amazing. Looks so good. But yeah, John Wick is badass. Love him. And anyone who hasn't watched John Wick because you're just not really that interested, try it, man. Seriously, you wouldn't believe how good the fight scenes are. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. It's honestly amazing. So definitely John Wick, man. He's on the list somewhere. Black Widow from, oh gosh, is this the Endgame version, or is it yes, it is the Endgame version, but this is the one, man. This is the one with sculpted hair instead of fake rooted hair. It just looks so good. Like, even if I just had one figure from Endgame, this is the one I'd get. Really sad what happened to Natasha, but it just looks like a piece, man. You see where her shoulders are, those straps? I hope that is a separation in the suit so that you can raise the arms like this. I hope it's not all one piece, because it will rip if you pose it like that for too long. But if they put a separation there, because the straps cover it anyway, I hope they did that, because if they didn't, but man, what a look. An amazing looking figure. And here is the Iron Man 2 Mark IV. I've always been keen on the Mark IV suit, and this is the diecast version, so this was something I always intended to get, but when it was released, the prices were crazy. I saw the prices, I was just like, nope, forget about that, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, this suit, I've always liked this one. It's kind of perfect to me personally. Just like it. It's nice and smooth, but it's not too smooth. It's still quite bulky enough to be kind of intimidating. And this is another Iron Man suit from Civil War. My main thing I like about this is the base, and the fact that he comes with those kind of plastic kind of fire blast thingies that you can put on his hands there, and his feet as well, I think. So I just love the idea of having him posed hovering in that classic kind of Iron Man way. With the concrete base underneath him, and the blasts of fire coming out of his feet and hands. Forget about it, man. I think there it is. Yeah, that looks amazing. So I've always been keen on the whatever mark that is, I forget, but the one from Civil War. And here's Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man from the first movie. Always loved this suit, loved the film, and Paul Rudd's awesome as well. So everything is a win with this one, man. I mean, I just love that original suit. Look at that, the color tone, the kind of 1950s kind of feel to it, but also it still looks quite modern as well, but it harks back to an older time. Anyway, here is the DX13 Arnie figure. Never did get around to getting this one. Love Terminator 2, and the fact that it came with this T1000 liquid form thingy, amazing. I think you had to get the exclusive version to get the T1000 accessory, but this is amazing, man. So iconic. Don't know why I never did get this. Silly me. But yeah, we're going to start to get into the older figures now, so this is where it gets interesting. But yeah, the DX13, man, forget about it. That's an amazing piece. And RoboCop, yeah, man, the battle damage version. I have the clean one, the diecast one, but this is the one they released later. You get it in a double pack with Murphy. When he's got the helmet on coming up, you'll see the picture. It looks so real. Look at this. Forget about it, man. Come on, behave yourself, Hot Toys. That is amazing. Unfortunately, what happens next to Murphy is truly disturbing. But wow, another really realistic looking picture. But yeah, this Murphy and battle damage RoboCop, you know, always in the back of my mind. But I don't know, man. Again, space. I've got the diecast one, so I'm kind of good when it comes to RoboCop. I'm set, but there's no denying that this is an amazing piece, and it is. It's on the list. What else we got? A few more pictures coming up here. I did snatch quite a few of these pictures because they're all so incredible, especially that one of Murphy. Look at that. That looks real. That's crazy. I think we've got a couple more. Whoever took the pictures, man, especially that one there as well, sitting down, holding up the data spike, whatever you want to call it. That is absolutely badass. That looks cool as well. So yeah, man, battle damage RoboCop, Murphy, picture of them both together here. Forget about it, man. It's amazing. That's awesome. And now we have a great film from the 80s, which I loved and watched many, many times, and was quite surprised that Hot Toys made a figure of Dutch. No, that's Dutch. That's Predator. What's his name? John Matrix. That's it. Dutch. Forgive me, man. Look at that head sculpt. It's pretty damn decent. But just, I love this movie. And I saw this figure on display in Forbidden Planet up London, and I was surprised how big he was. I thought, wow, I wasn't expecting him to be that big. He just looked incredible. So yeah, John Matrix from Commando, absolutely. And now coming up to something I've always never really known which version to get. Thor. I think this one from Thor: The Dark World, with the arms, the sleeveless arms, because I want to see his guns, man, and the long blonde hair. The look that he has here is just classic Thor. So I know the hair gets shorter as the films go on. He looked cool and everything, but I just think Thor, has long blonde hair. Even though in the old original comics he had red hair, they changed it to blonde later on. But that's an amazing looking piece. So I would, if I was going to get a Thor, and I love the base, that would be so handy for photography as well. An amazing looking piece. That's the one I'd get if I was going to get a Thor, I think. Ed 209 scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, and he still does. There's no denying that would be an amazing thing to go in the collection, man. Ridiculous. I'd make space for that. Come on. Look at that. Oh man, everything about that thing just kind of makes me shiver. Love it. The stop motion was incredible. Phil Tippett was it, I think. But this 1/6 scale Ed 209 is fully posable and probably just as detailed as the real thing from back in the 80s. Now here comes the big surprise. Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, whatever the hell it was called. The only reason is I loved my G.I. Joe small Snake Eyes figure from the 80s. I had. It was, just the little G.I. Joes in the 80s and 90s, but it was the 80s one, and it was all black, and he came with a wolf, and I loved that figure, and I can't believe there's a Hot Toys one and I don't have it. But I haven't even seen the film that it's from. I just love Snake Eyes from when I was a child, so maybe I should try and get this. Look at that. I haven't even seen the film, like I said. I mean, this is just, to me, what is there not to like about this figure? Ninja friggin' face totally covered, kind of, is he part robot? I don't know what. Oh man, it's sexual. Oh, forget about it, man. Snake Eyes, Yeah, just, like I said, I was a kid. I had the Snake Eyes toy, the little guy, and came with a wolf. Don't know if this does. I don't think it seems to. None of the pictures I remember seeing a wolf. But anyway, Snake Eyes. Here's Loki from the first Avengers movie. I just think the way he looks there with the helmet on, with the horns, the cape. I think, yeah, if I was collecting Marvel, I'd have to try and get my hands on this version of Loki. No doubt about it. And Michael Jackson from Bad. I remember being a kid and seeing this video play on TV for the very first time, the premiere. It was amazing. Back when I was a kid, man, Michael Jackson, forget about it. We're getting to the end of the video here. But yeah, if I was going to get a version of Michael Jackson, I did have Thriller, but I'd get this, the Bad one. Amazing. Now, I used to own this Terminator, but I sold him, and that was very silly. I do miss him, and I will probably try to get him back at one point. This is an amazing piece from a great film. But this is the end of the video, guys. As I said, it was a request from a few of you guys out there, so thanks for those requests. They always give me more ideas for videos. Keep those video ideas coming in the comment section. Like the video, please. Share it with your buddies. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram at DeanKnight333. And I hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.